Um, welcome back to the fucking pain train.
Welcome back to You Spin Me Right Round, Right Baby Right Round, like a record baby right round, round, round,
Yes,
round.
yes. Yes. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I have fun with wrestling and shit like that.
I don't know, like if it was all that kind of shit,
Yeah.
I think I would totally sit down and watch wrestling.
I don't know. Watching Stone Cold Steve Austin beat up Booker T in a supermarket is probably one of my favorite moments. That and fucking him talking about how he's getting a beer belly to make it harder for his opponents to throw him over the top rope at the Royal Rumble, which is an amazing strategy.
Oh man.
And he's trying, if you watch that interview, it's amazing, because he's trying so hard to not laugh.
Well, and it seems like, just from what I've seen, all of the like interesting wrestlers who have the weird gimmicks and shit are going to the AEW now.
Well, I think it's because of WWE. It's a lot more restrictions. Speaking of which, did you see that Vince McMahon is starting his football league back up?
He had a football league at some point?
Yeah, it's called the XFL, the Extreme Football League.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's bringing it back. Also got the torch.
Good luck, you magnificent douchebag.
Yes. But anyway.
But like I read shit about AEW, and that's where the one where they've got the guy with like the Nintendo shorts who I've talked about before.
Yes, yeah.
And the guy, there's some wrestler in there named Luchasaurus.
Alright. I'm down.
That's what I don't know anything about him other than that his name is Luchasaurus.
That's all you need.
And I'm already in.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to fucking. You don't have to tell me anymore. I'm 100% in.
Tell me there's a guy named Luchasaurus. I'm gonna watch that shit. Come on.
Like, I want him to come out. I don't know anything about him. I'm sure I'm overhyping him in my mind because I'm picturing like a guy walking out in like one of those inflatable T-Rex costumes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
With a fucking luchador mask painted over top the T-Rex face.
I'd absolutely watch that. That sounds like an amazing character.
And then like halfway through the match, he rips out of the T-Rex and fucking it's a guy wearing a T-Rex themed luchador mask.
Scoop, sorry. This part's just kind of stressful because it's very easy to die here. Because there's 3 dogs and 2 guys. I gotta slap this guy and this guy, but I gotta get away before he hits me with the torch. Cause that shit'll fucking insta-kill me because I'm so low level.
But yeah, like fucking when your shit's ridiculous, don't try to ground it in reality and make it seem real. Fucking lean into the ridiculous.
No,
Fucking
absolutely.
have people do ridiculous dumb shit.
Ah, how the fuck? Alright.
Have characters that have ridiculous superpowers
No,
and
absolutely.
whatnot. Like that shit's amazing. That's what makes it fun to watch.
I just beat the shit out of a fucking stick. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, dude, totally.
Giving people a solid caning.
Yes. I am the cane. I am thy rod. Anyway, sorry. Look, it's them, the werewolves, the scary men. Oh, here we go over here. Trying to party. I had something I was gonna say and I totally fucking lost it. Oh well. There's a really great video, if anyone hasn't seen it, it's called Wrestling Isn't Wrestling. It's fucking awesome. It's a good little YouTube video. Give it a watch. It'll give you an appreciation for something you might not have ever knew you had an appreciation for. Or you'll just be like, fuck wrestling. There is a dude who does a really great joke, Ron Funches. He's like, I love wrestling, but something I hate is that when people are like, hey, you know that thing you love with the pageantry and the golden belts and the fireworks? It's fake. And I'm supposed to be like, oh no, my world is torn asunder. Like, what kind of psychopath would I have to be to think that something where people settle minor disagreements by hitting each other with a chair is real?
So I think that's part of the problem is I never was directly introduced to wrestling when I was younger. And so for the longest time, I thought people who liked wrestling did think it was real. Because I didn't, like, know what the actual draw of wrestling is.
Yeah.
And now that I understand it, while being a gigantic old asshole, I just feel like there's so much I don't know about it that it's just too late to get involved, to get interested.
No, I feel you, man. I got into it when I was, like, in 8th grade. Oh, fucking got you, bitch. Bam! Dead. Yes, he's dead.
And it's a real shame that, like, the avenue with which I usually use to get into things,
Yes.
such as, like, streaming, old streaming stuff and or video games, has either a dearth of these things because the people who own them want you to buy DVDs and shit, or subscribe to their streaming services. Which, fuck you, I'm gonna pay you $10 a month to fucking watch just old wrestling stuff if I don't even know if I'm gonna be interested or not. And, there hasn't been a good wrestling video game ever.
Oh, dude, speaking of which, if we can find a copy of Day of Reckoning for the GameCube, we have to fucking play that shit.
Is it good?
Yeah. I remember it being good, but I have not played it since 2005.
Well, we'll have to find a copy
So,
and see if it's good.
If it's not good, it's at least ridiculous. So
I remember playing... So I had a friend who was into wrestling, but I didn't, like, get it, and I never really stopped to ask, because I want to be that guy who was like, you know wrestling's fake, right?
yeah.
I was just like, okay, they like wrestling.
Guess I'll just have to deal with this.
And so I played, like, a couple wrestling games on the N64 with them. I just didn't fucking get it. I was like, this is the shittiest fighting game.
I mean, that's pretty much what they are. But they just get fucking ridiculous. We could just play it, and I'll be like, look, you gotta have these moves. You gotta have the S-Class move, dude. Dude, in that game, you gotta have the triple S-Class move in your finisher. That game's fucking ridiculous, because here's the thing, right? The way it works is, like, so you know, like, the basics of wrestling, how every wrestler has, like, a finishing move that's, like, their fucking finishing move.
Mm-hmm.
So in that game, you have three...
Like Roman Reigns has the trademark Superman punch, because he's Superman.
So the way...
The most impressive move of all time.
Absolutely. No, but so in that game, they have, like, different tiers of move. Like, you have, like, your melee attacks, you have submission attacks, right? But then you have your signature moves, which are a step below your finishing moves. And those moves will, like, those are, like, your slightly better moves. Then you have your finishing move. And the way you can do finishing moves is you have to fill up a gauge. And your gauge fills up faster if you have higher charisma stats. And you can every match you gain points to put into your stats, right? So you put more points in your charisma, your strength, etc. You can do better moves, things like that. So fucking eventually what happens is when you're playing the match, you have a W, and an E. And your gauge. And your gauge fills all the way up, you get a W. It fills up again, you get the second W. Fills up again, you get the third W. Each one of those letters is a certain amount of time you can do your special. But the thing is, once you do your finishing move, if the letter's still active, you can do your finishing move again. So you pick the fastest finishing move. Dude, you can hit a dude with like 5 finishing moves in a row and just destroy the match. And if you're playing on the hardest difficulty, like if you're fighting them on expert level or whatever, fucking chances are doing 5 finishing moves in a row won't fucking win you the match. It's so fucking insane. It's really stupid, but I love it. It's fun. I don't know. It's just...
Are there any wrestlers who use like a proper German suplex as their finishing move?
So there used to be a guy, I don't remember. There was a dude who would do a German suplex, and he would do it to where like he would pin them after, like, he would do the suplex, but he wouldn't let go, and he would do it.
So are we talking like a suplex where they get him upside down and then fall backwards? Or are we talking like a proper suplex where, like, the guy, like, the person who's doing its feet are planted on the ground, and his back is arching, and the other guy is, like, slammed neck first on the ground?
There was a guy who used to do that. I don't remember who it was, but that was his finishing move, and he would fucking pin like that. Chris Benoit, or Benoit, depending on how you want to pronounce it, but it's pronounced Benoit. Before he murder-suicided his family, he used to do a triple German suplex. And he could do a legit one, but the triple just takes so much energy, because even though, yes, it is fake, you gotta think that, you know, you're still slamming a dude around.
That's one, like, those guys are still, like, yeah, you're still lifting people and slamming them on the mat, putting them in situations where they could be seriously injured if not prepared and, like, doing it properly and in good shape.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it's super easy for people to actually get hurt doing wrestling.
Oh, no, absolutely. I don't know, man. It's just fucking ridiculous, and that's why I love it, so. And yes,
I look back on those days when I was, like, playing with my friend in his room on that N64 wrestling game, and I'm like, There was so much fun I probably could have had with that game if I realized that I wasn't smart and that they already were in on a joke that I didn't understand.
Essentially, oh well, yeah. I mean, it is a joke, but it's a fun joke, and I like it.
Well, it's not like it's a haha make fun of these people joke. It's a like, we all know this is a gag, this is a gaff, this stuff isn't real. We're just enjoying it because of the spectacle.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Well, that's another thing.
But that's not like advertised. That's not like, that's just an inside joke, an inside thing that everyone who goes to it is in on.
Yeah.
Anyone from the outside doesn't know. Like if you've never sat and like actually been exposed to wrestling or had it explained to you by someone who's being kind to your uninitiated dumb ass.
Well, that's another. Like everyone's like, oh, it's fake, and you're like, yeah, so is Game of Thrones, but you know, we still watch that shit.
It's like, yes, we know. We're not interested in it because it's real. We're interested in it because it's fun to watch.
Yeah, dude, we crave.
It's like a Michael Bay movie. You don't watch it because you're like, this is high art. You watch it because you're like, I want to watch a fucking transformer explode.
Yeah, dude, we crave we crave entertainment, dog. We crave entertainment. I don't know which way. Do I want to go that way? Fight pig. Go do the Gascoigne thing. We'll
Gaskyonkion.
Father Guacamole.
Father Guacago, we go. Gacky go, go.
Wait, I think I can activate.
Father Gaspigoni.
I think if I go up here, I can activate an elevator real quick. I might be wrong. I might be stupid. Hold on.
Father blown head gasket.
I never go up this ladder, so we'll... Oh, did I get the fucking shit?
I mean, you have Hunter outfit.
Did I pick it up?
You did. You picked up the Hunter outfit.
I totally forgot if I picked it up. I'm like, do I have to run all of... Okay, good. Because this is slightly better. There we are.
And now you look fancy.
Yes, you can't see my bald spot.
That's the most important part.
Oh, okay. This kind of...
I love that every con you go to and every Renaissance festival you go to, there's always a leatherworking person, and they always have like 50,000 of the fucking Bloodborne Hunter hats.
Because they're cool hats. They're like kind of like tri-point pirate hats, but cooler for my edgier sensibilities.
Oh man, there's a guy at our local Best Buy that I was in the store the other day just buying a new mouse for my computer because the scroll wheel on mine was being wonky. I like to use the scroll wheel as my melee attack button in FPS games.
Yeah.
And I've talked to this guy before. He's a nerd.
Yeah, butt fisting.
He's a nerd, probably a bit more so than any of us, which is kind of impressive because, again, I fucking DM a weekly Dungeons & Dragons group.
Yes, but with our powers combined.
But I was in there, like a couple days ago, buying my mouse, and the guy was wearing a fucking straight-up leather recreation of, the jacket from SAO.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
at work,
like,
over his uniform.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well, that works. So I was talking to her. Yeah, but he's wearing Kirito's jacket at work.
Yeah.
What? Oh man, dude, come on.
And I was going to be like, I wanted to recognize and be like, hey, sweet jacket. But at the same time, I didn't want to encourage him. Because you know someone's making fun of the poor guy.
Oh, man.
And he, like, it's not the kind of... I don't think he's... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. I've met the guy, like, twice.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think he's the kind of guy who's wearing it because he's like, haha, I'm wearing this jacket. I think it's cool. People are going to make fun of me, but I don't care. I think he just legit thinks it's cool.
Okay. Hey, man, live your life, dog. That's... but, you know, here's the thing. All right.
Like, I don't want to shit on him, and I don't want to, like... I just... That's a choice. It's a bold fucking choice, and I hope he likes it, and I hope no one gets down on him for it.
I've come to terms that I have shit fucking taste. Do I have Madman's knowledge? I do. Hell yeah. Boom. I don't even know where I got that. I can level up now.
But it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like when you see someone like unironically back in the early 2000s wearing a leather jacket and or wearing like a fucking leather duster,
like a Neo jacket.
Yeah, and a fucking trilby. And you're like, oh,
Oh shit, that was a bad call. Back call. Okay. Bad touch, bad touch, bad touch. Okay.
Choice, like that's a choice you've made, good sir. Same with not shaving your very scraggly facial hair.
I don't know, man. I miss that weird era in like the early 2000s where people wore fucking leather leather trench wore leather trench coats unironically, and you never knew if they were packing Uzis loaded with the ultraviolet and silver bullet rounds. And had a katana in their back that would not actually fit in real life.
Back in the day when Mall Ninja shit was things people actually thought were cool
fucking
to some degree.
Platform combat boots And
Ugh.
fucking sunglasses without the ear fucking holders that just pinched onto your nose. Oh god, oh shit.
Like, I'm not the kind of person who's like, oh, it's super cringy, but like, that shit was pretty fucking cringy, yo.
Oh.
And if you like it and you think it looks good, you do you, bro.
Oh fuck. Okay.
You're just be aware that you're filling a stereotype, and you do you. Like,
Yes. Oh shit.
I'm not gonna tell
What the
someone
fuck?
they're wrong for liking something. Far be it from me, because I like a lot of bad shit.
I have come to terms long ago with that I have shit taste. I realized it finally when I saw Batman vs Superman, and I was like, wow, I actually like that movie. But I also realized it when I was like, this Sword Art Online anime is really good. And then people were like,
Oh.
this anime is
Oh,
bad.
no.
Yeah, I like Sword Art, man.
No,
Look,
no.
here's the thing. I can accept that people think Kirito is a shitty protagonist, but I don't think it's the worst anime I've ever seen. I think it got shit on more than it deserved. That's all.
My problem is how just terribly unoriginal it is.
Yeah, but here's the thing. When I saw it, I didn't see it in the context that everyone saw it in. I was out of the anime world for about
It's just,
4
it's a
years.
terrible ripoff of Dot Hack Sign and a Korean manhwa named ID Entity.
I didn't like Dot Hack, though. I thought Dot Hack was really boring. That was
Well,
the
it's
thing.
because it didn't have action and shit in it.
Yeah. So that's why I think I resonated a bit more. But I also resonated with the idea of there being a virtual world that
Everyone wants that.
Yeah, that's
But at
the
the
thing.
same time, if there's a YouTube channel called Mother's Basement
Yes.
where a guy made a really good video saying Sword Art Online sucks. The game. And went through a very in-depth explanation as to why Sword Art Online, the game, would be a real shit game to actually play.
Yeah.
And it's there's a lot of stuff there that explains why it's just real bad.
Yeah, but, you know, I wasn't exactly watching because I was like, oh man, I think, like, I wasn't thinking about the logistics of the game. I was more interested in seeing, like, how they were going to escape this death scenario. Because I was like, this is a cool concept. I like it, you know? The fact that your brain can be microwaved. I don't know. There's obviously a lot of shit that doesn't work, but I enjoyed it. I like the characters. I like Liz.
Well, I mean,
I like Asuna, you know, Kirito. I like Klein a lot.
There's-
Creedle. Or not Creedle. Was it Creedle? The fucking Smith guy. I forget his name.
Motherfucker, I love Soul Eater.
Soul Eater's great. I love that show. Soul Eater's so good.
Like, I've got no place to talk about liking shitty animes.
I don't know, man. Is Soul Eater shitty anime? I always thought people kind of liked it. I thought they at least thought the animation was unique enough to justify
Soul
being-
Eater definitely comes from the same era of anime where everything is like filling in an anime
Oh.
trope.
Dude, I gotta say, man, that show has some fucking edge in it, and it is so good. Like when they're in his head, and that demon dude is chilling, they like turn on the jazz or they're playing the piano, and then the girl that's his weapon handler or whatever that comes in, like she's like, yeah, I guess I could dance with you and we can do this. And I'm like, they're wearing like all black and he's got the suit. He's like, huh, you're pretty cool, you know that. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there like, oh man, I'm about to just like listen to some My Chemical Romance and fucking, it's just like, what the fuck is this? It's so good though, man. That's the thing though, man. It's cheesy, but you know, you love it.
I also haven't been in the anime scene in a hot minute because I kind of like where a lot of people celebrate the tropes of animes these days.
Yeah.
I just feel like part of what I liked about anime to begin with was that it was different than the
Yeah.
made-for-kids entertainment schlock that got pushed out a lot in the early 2000s
No, absolutely.
out of American cartoon houses.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that it dealt with slightly more dark subject matter.
Well, that's the problem, is finding like anime that's actually aimed at a more adult audience is really fucking hard nowadays. It's not because it doesn't.
These days,
make
like
its money
every
back.
anime has a trope.
Mm-hmm.
Studio Trigger is a good place to go for a lot of good animes, but even then, a lot of that shit is super trope heavy.
Dude, I tried to watch that one with the gunhead in it, and I want to like it, but I don't.
So it's hard for me to get. I like stuff. The problem I have with animes these days is the same problem I have with a lot of games these days. When I'm searching for a game to enjoy or an anime to enjoy, I want something new.
Yeah.
I want a new experience. I want something to make me feel or think in a way I haven't before. You know, I want a game experience that says that does something I haven't seen before, or at least tries something I haven't seen before.
Yeah. I understand what you mean.
So, like, when I see an anime that's just another fucking slice of life anime that has the same tropes with the same fucking harem nonsense or whatever, I'm just like, yeah, okay, this is the same shit I've seen since Tenchi Muyo.
Yeah, no.
I would love something new. That's why I like Keijo giving a whole new fucking spin on the sports anime.
I see you two are a man of culture.
Like, it wasn't even that I was like, oh, I'm horny for this. Like, it was just...
No, it was just so fucking ridiculous that you're like, I gotta watch.
I'm so like, there's a girl who fucking gets powers from touching other girls' butts.
Like, what the
Jesus Christ.
Like, I don't know who thought of that, but whatever, I don't know. What was I gonna say?
It's just so out there.
Wait,
Fucking...
more on the next exciting episode.
Indeed.
Shut up and sit down.